Good morning, mom COEs. You are chief of everything. And I don't know about you, but I am struggling with distractions. I am really struggling with getting my ish done. So, is anybody else feeling like that? Schedules have been completely changed. Normal activities have been completely disrupted, all out of necessity. It's definitely necessary. Good morning, Heather. Thanks for tuning in this morning. And it absolutely is necessary for our schedules to be changed right now because there is a virus out there that is taking no prisoners, basically. But my schedule is just kind of been rocked. I treat patients. I'm still treating patients on Wednesdays. I don't typically go into my office, so I work from home. Good morning, Julie. Thanks for tuning in. And, my patient schedule has been, actually, it's been fairly steady. This was the first week where I had people cancel, but I was able to transfer them over to telehealth and have some online appointments. So that's been really good for them because I can continue to serve them just in a safer way. And our cleaning methods have changed, right? Everybody is meticulously cleaning everything. If somebody touches their face, they wash their hands now, which really probably should have been happening anyway. And kids, I think, are more cognizant of washing their hands, or at least they're being told, to wash their hands more frequently. I know in my office, as soon as somebody comes in the door, I'm screening them for the coronavirus. I'm screening them for other symptoms to make sure, they're not at the beginning. I've actually sent a couple people home. One had a low-grade temperature in the 90s, 99.4, I think it was. But his temperature the time before was 97.8. So he had to go home. Normally I wouldn't have done that, but he potentially was at the beginning of something. And, any little symptom now, sniffles, maybe it's seasonal allergies. I'm not an internal medicine doctor. I'm not a primary care physician. I'm a physical therapist, but I'm not taking any chances. And I think everybody's just a little bit afraid if they see somebody sneeze, if they see somebody cough, and rightfully so. We want to protect ourselves. We want to maintain social distancing of 6 feet. And I'm actually really impressed of the businesses that are open. Like I was at the Aldi yesterday, just getting milk and eggs and some basic things. I didn't want to be in there very long. But they're cleaning and wiping off the carts. They're putting lines on the ground or on the floor to mark social distancing. They're putting lines, at least at Aldi, they put in signs where you load your own groceries and bag your own groceries. They have signs, showing you what the 6 feet distance is. Good morning, Betty. Thanks for tuning in. And all of this has this level of anxiety, a little bit, this level of fear. And I don't know about you, but stuff just takes me longer now because I'm just so meticulous about the cleaning, which I want to be meticulous about that. And I was meticulous about it before, but I think I'm, instead of wiping down a table or a counter once, I'm doing it like 3 times. Good morning, Ruth. Thanks for tuning in. And because everything kind of takes longer and we're more meticulous, we're more diligent, I'm a little bit distracted. I'm so focused on cleaning. I'm so focused, oh my gosh, I just touched my face. I got to wash my hands. I'm so focused on that stuff that I am losing focus on other things. So for example, like yesterday, I had a patient call me. They wanted to move to a telehealth appointment. Great, no problem. So during that appointment time, I had to create all the stuff to be ready for his next telehealth visit. Then I had another patient who moved to a different time. So then I had to contact another patient who I know who likes to come earlier and to see if they want to come earlier. Like my schedule just kind of got juggled around. The same thing happened on Monday. I had like a 3-hour window where I was going to be super productive, but one patient moved up, another patient moved around, and all of a sudden that 3-hour window that I was going to be super productive became like my time management of restructuring my day. And so I didn't get anything done because I kept kind of like putting out little fires. And I know that today, my kids, right now, my husband's sleeping because he works third shift. My kids are on their Google Classroom or on their Kindles, accessing IXL Math and IXL English, I think, and they're doing that stuff. But I know that they're going to have questions because they already have had questions. And I've had to stop what I'm doing to help them with their classwork. And all these little distractions, the next thing I know, I'm not getting my ish done. Good morning, Candy. Thanks for joining in. So what do you do? What do you do with all the distractions? What do? You have kids at home now. Normally they might be at school unless you're used to homeschooling. Or maybe you're working at home and your work from home office isn't really conducive to work from home. Like I know people who are working from home, but they're on their dining room table and their kids are on the dining room table doing their work. And so you have people next to you that maybe you're not used to being next to you. Or you have somebody in the house watching TV and you're trying to get your work done. So this is what I've decided to do today, is I am really focusing on time blocking today. And I would encourage you to do this because this has worked well for me. And in the course of a work day, when I'm at work and at my office, I do this very, very well. When I work from home, I do this very, very well when my kids aren't home and my husband is sleeping. That's all going to change, or it has changed, because they're working from home with their schoolwork and my husband's going to be up at 12:30. So I won't have that 8-hour day to work and be by myself. So I recommend time blocking. So this morning from 8:30 to 9, I am giving myself time to do this Facebook Live with you and connect with you and give you some value to help you because of the things that I am learning and finding in my own day right now with all these changes that are taking place. And so I time block. Am I going to be on for 30 minutes? No, but I'm allowing myself that buffer time. So I'm blocking the 8:30 to 9 o'clock. For those of you who came on earlier, I don't think I even got on until 8:38. So, and then from 9 until 10, I actually have another call that I'm going to be on. And then at 10 o'clock, I have another call that I'm going to be on. So I've time blocked. I'm not going to be on those calls with people for an hour. But I time blocked that so that I can have the conversation and give people my time. But then if I need to do anything follow up from that call, I have time to do it then instead of putting it on a to-do list that starts to get a mile long. Then I'm going to take a break and I'm going to have lunch with my kids because I don't get to do that during the week. I want to take advantage of the time that they're home. So I'm going to teach them, have a little home ec class for about an hour, and I'm going to teach them how to make lunch and teach them how to make mac and cheese. And I don't know, we're going to have something else, some apple slices. I'm going to let them learn how to use a knife and cutlery and cut up the apple slices. Then after that, we have time blocked an hour and a half to get our ish done. My kids will go back to doing their classroom stuff, and I will go back to doing some tasks related to my business. Then at 1:30, we are going to take recess. That's right. We are going to take recess as a family. Again, I don't get to do that with them during the day. So we're going to go on the bike trail or in our neighborhood and walk around for maybe 30, 45 minutes. We're going to take that break, and then we're going to do a little stretching, and then we're going to go back to work and get our tasks done. So I'm just recommending, if you are working from home, take some breaks. Your kids are home. Take advantage of that. Take advantage of having break time. And maybe your work day isn't going to be a straight 8 hours. Maybe your workday is going to be 10 to 12 hours with multiple breaks in there. But if you time block your day, you're still going to get 8 hours of work in. You're just going to mix it up a little bit so that everybody can have a mental break. Everybody can be a little bit social within their own family. And if you go out, you're going to maintain that 6 feet of social distancing. The playgrounds, I think, are closed now here in Wisconsin. You're not allowed to go to the playground, but you are allowed to walk in your neighborhood and get out. And I think that's going to be super important for people to maintain their sanity and maintain a mental break. As my little girl, she's 9 now, maybe she's not so little, but she's like, I need a brain break. It's okay. Take a brain break. But don't take a break so long that you get distracted from doing what you need to be able to do. And I would just encourage that. Time block your day, chunk your day so that in an hour to an hour and a half block that you are extremely focused, and then you step away, you pull away, and you do something with your family that normally you wouldn't be able to do. And then you all agree that you're going to do that for a certain time period. For us, it's going to be about an hour. And then we're going to go back and we're going to get our work done. And I think doing that, you're going to be a lot more focused. So number 1, time block your day. Number 2, include your family in your time blocking. Number 3, make your time blocks doable for what you can focus on. Maybe your time block is, okay, I can only do 20 minutes. Well, I'm going to be super concentrated in 20 minutes. And then I'm going to take a 5-minute break. And then I'm going to be super concentrated for 20 minutes, and then I'm going to take a 5-minute break. Whatever works for you, you know what your concentration level is. I can go for 3 hours and not take a break. I don't recommend that, because you really should take a break, an hour, hour and a half, just to get out of whatever posture and position you're in, and get a way to kind of get the creative juices going and kind of rejuvenate a little bit. But when I get focused, I can just lock it in. Most people can't go for 3 hours and do that. So I would just time block your day, include your family in a time block, take a physical time block so that you can get some exercise, improve your circulation, and improve exercise is proven to reduce depression, reduce anxiety, decrease muscle issues and joint stiffness. So lots of good benefits of exercise, even if you do it in 10-minute times and do it multiple times during a day. Just do something. Time block your day. Stay focused. When you are time blocking, make sure you are saying to yourself, okay, I am working on this during this time block. Don't just time block your day and then you get to that time block and you're like, what should I be doing right now? That's not what you want to do. Have a list of things that you want to get done, prioritize that list, and then focus on the time block of getting those things done that need to be get done today. So if you've ever done a Franklin planner, I'll give you a little help with the time block. If you've ever done a Franklin planner, or when I took a time-saving course, I think it was called, it was when I was in management with a hospital. They told us how to structure our day so we wouldn't let the day get away from us. There's a whole ABC method that you can do. And you do A is the things that you have to have done today. B is the things that you have to have done this week. And C is the things that you have to have done this month. So on your A list, that's what has to be done today. You do A, 1, 2, 3, 4. Usually I wouldn't recommend having more than 5 tasks that you need to be working on. But A, 1, 2, 3, and then 4, 5 might be a little bonus. And then B is what needs to be done this week. So same thing, B, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then C is your big monthly projects, which is, again, it'd be C, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then usually the C list is like a big project that might need to be broken down into daily tasks. So some of those A items might be working towards the big C project, but you're breaking it down to a small task so it's more realistic and more doable. It's kind of like when you clean your house. If you say, I'm going to clean my house, that's like overwhelming. But if I say, you know what, I'm going to clean my kitchen today, and even that can be overwhelming for somebody, but you can say, oh, you know what, I'm going to wipe down the appliances and the countertops. That's my cleaning for the kitchen. And then I'm going to clean out the refrigerator. And you just break it down into small tasks. It's the same thing when you're doing a work project. It's the same thing when you're doing, maybe you have a lot of laundry to do, or it's the same thing if you need to help your kids with their homework and they have a lot of projects that they're working on. You can teach your kids this method as well. So I hope that's helpful for you today. Time block your day, and that should help maintain your focus. And so that when you have that time block, you're focused on whatever is designated for that time block. And then you take a break and you're focused in that break on whatever is designated for that break. So like I mentioned before, we're time blocking work time, then lunch, then work time, then playtime, then work time, and I'm kind of having a little bit of a movie time in there later as well. So we'll time block that. I hope this is helpful. Stay focused, stay safe, stay healthy. I am praying for each and every one of you, ladies, and please follow the social distancing. Please stay at home if you can. Limit your trips out to the public, and let's help this virus get kind of gone so we can move on and get back to our normal routines. Love you, ladies. Enjoy your day. God bless.